Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Lukewarm Cinema Podcast. We're three lifelong friends who talk all things movie and TV. We're not experts, but we try to be. My name is Austin, and today I'm joined with
George.
Christian.
Chris. Do you have something for us?
Do I have something? Is that some sort of euphemism? Is this a drug deal?
Whoa, you cannot start off the podcast with fucking euphemism. Definition, please.
We're it's a little too early. For
It's a
all
lukewarm cinema podcast.
Oh yeah, not
Lukewarm.
the fucking the intellectual filmography podcast.
Correct. Okay, euphemism. Quick def.
A euphemism is like when you want to allude to something else, but you say a different way. Like, do you want to? Hey, babe, you want to go churn butter?
Oh, for sure. Okay, I
But
get
you mean-
I get where you're going.
But you mean like fisting her asshole? So you
Good.
say churn butter instead in front
Good.
of the kids,
Good.
and then you shut the door. You let
Phenomenal.
Nickelodeon parent them.
Great.
Okay, you don't stop there.
Why?
The father
Why would you?
leaves.
You just do it. You just do it.
While you were saying that, all I can think of is: have you ever had a dream when you because he was like
I was like, oh my god, is Austin having a fucking stroke right now?
I might have been.
Okay.
But don't you have something for us?
Yes.
For the week?
He
No,
does.
for the thirst.
For the thirst?
Yeah.
I do think we have some tweets, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Guys, okay, yes, we do have some twees, okay?
Yeah.
And it is customary that when you pass around a twee, you do one knock on the noggin. So one knock on the noggin. Here,
All right.
Oh, you're doing
one knock on the noggin, and then you pass it to him. One knock on the noggin,
Come on, buddy.
and you've been knighted, and then one
All
knock on the
right.
noggin for you, and that's your twee.
I'm a man of the order.
So do I knock?
And
you
then
on the knob?
hand. One knock on the knuckles, and then there's your twee, and then somebody needs to knight me. Boom. Only customary.
All right. Should we all open?
As is tradition.
All right, hold on. All right, ASMR. Should we do it
Wait,
in
wait,
order?
wait.
Should we do it in order? Yes.
Which order of who? Got him or?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it'd be
so
you, me,
you-
Lonnie.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. The order of tweets.
Damn, he let that
Cheers.
shit crack
Cha.
right in the mic. That was
Boom.
beautiful.
Pass the chat. All right.
Cheers to another episode, boys.
Cheers to another one. We're here. We're doing the damn thing. But yeah. So Christian, I believe you got a week to catch us up on, man.
Yes, a lot happens in my weeks. Heartbreak, sometimes adventures, sometimes monitoring by federal entities. But that has nothing to do with this week.
Okay.
So, let's see. My week has been fun and funny. First funny thing that happened was at my work, Einstein Brothers Bagels. Okay. So it was near the end of the day, and I was doing the trash because we close at most Einstein Brothers close at like 5. We're by the university. We close at 2 because that's when everybody
Yeah.
comes in.
Too many kids eat bagels around universities.
So that's the science.
There's a fetish with holes in universities. It's just, and the bagels it's the
Of
ultimate
course.
breakfast.
We'll make an experiment so they're allowed to, get more interested in holes.
Correct. Continue.
So, you find yourself.
Got to cut them off at some point.
Exactly.
2 p.m., no more bagel fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
We gotta let these kids, have like a refractory period,
Correct.
Like a detox.
Yeah. They gotta simmer down. Okay. So, and it rolls around 1. Nobody's coming in. So like, I'll do the garbage because I'm the new guy. But I don't care because like you were saying, like I walk outside and I can take my time and I'll look at my phone, feel the breeze, whatever. It's the company money. They're paying me. Okay. But, at one point I'm inside doing some, taking out some bags from some garbage cans. And, this is by the university. So a lot of like decent looking chicks walk in, because it's by the college. So 2 chicks are sitting there and they're like at the arbitrary payments terminal. Okay. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no shot to shoot because I'm holding 2 bags of fucking garbage.
There is no. And you're in a fucking Einstein's bagel uniform.
Just start flexing. Just
I
start.
don't know. I look, I think the uniform. I think a man
You
likes.
can okay, stop it. You could spit game at any fucking time.
No,
Chris.
that's true, and that's kind of what the story's about. I didn't spit game because I'm like, I'm taking this garbage out and getting the fuck out of here. That's my life. And
That's my MO right now.
And and by your uniform statement, a woman likes a man in uniform. Okay, like
I will say it's a fucking category on some of our websites. So I mean,
all right, throwing that out there, boys.
it is a category.
So, but I inwardly thought to myself, if I had to shoot a shot, what would be the line? And fucking get this, okay? Holding the garbage bags, I turned to the chicks, and I didn't do this. I'm saying this is what my thought would be, and you're gonna understand why I didn't do it.
montage.
Yeah, of me catching charges. Just kidding. In Minecraft, it's a joke. Okay,
Always in Minecraft.
but okay, imagine holding some fucking garbage, and I talk to the chick. I say, "Hey, I got this garbage, and you're a dump truck."
Did you really say that?
No.
Okay, good, because we're gonna have to train you now.
But I thought I had to hypothetically think like, oh, what would the line be if I had to turn this situation into that situation?
How is that why you laughed extra hard today when we were in the 7-Eleven line? And I turned around to Austin because there was a lady in front of us who has one of those just abnormally huge asses.
One of those chicks that like rise like the rascals at Walmart.
Yeah, like
Looking like fucking
just sits all
M82
day,
tank looking
like
ass.
Squidward after just eating all the Krabby Patties.
AKA a Pixar
right.
mom.
So
Yeah.
yes. That being said, I turned to Austin. I turned to Austin when we were at the 7-Eleven line. And what did I say, Austin?
Oh, he just looks at me and he goes, it's almost like the Ralphie May bullet thing. He's like, dump truck.
No, you didn't hear what I said first?
I just heard dump truck. And then
I said, what does D stand for, Austin?
Oh, right.
And I said, dump truck. And because she was right in front of us. But, that's a very inconspicuous way of... Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Dump truck.
The letter D. Who knows what that's for?
If she didn't know, she was flattered. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We're at 7-Eleven, right?
Yeah.
You're never going to see this.
You're not going to see those people. Whatever. So that was funny. I'm like, haha.
But okay, I like that you're being creative on the job. Always creating this fucking guy. You're a creative son of a bitch.
I create piles of shit on the carpet at home. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
You compliment me.
This has just
I ruin
gotten
it.
real degenerate. We're literally like 7 minutes in. This is already degenerate city.
It's amazing though, but I think there has to be some other times other than you holding garbage where you've seen beautiful women.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
It was when I was born.
Oh my God.
Came out when
the
I
doctor
remember
had
every
a
bit of it.
huge rack.
They say you're supposed to forget those moments, but I remember every
Was
bit
her
of it.
name Abby?
I would hope. Oh, okay. Now do I have to talk about the karma hypothetical?
Oh my God.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I mean, Nate's already in the chat asking why we're wearing twisted teeth. And this is for him. I know he'll like this karma thing.
Yeah, this will be a filter because I'm not gonna explain too many details. But let's say I think it's the Hindu religion that works based on karma, right? You do good things, you get good karma, and you can get like reincarnated.
Everybody like that.
Better. Like if you did a good job, good karma, good person. Oh, you reincarnated into a better life. So I thought to myself, what if you fucking like win? Like you reach the highest level of fucking karma, okay? And then I said to myself, you're born as Abigail Shapiro's baby.
Oh my God, dude.
And you get a, like...
You and this Abigail Shapiro thing.
This is the shit he tells me like when we're driving to come here.
Just totally out of pocket.
Like we're listening to like a metalcore song and he's like, bro, this is not... He's like sitting there.
I don't know what prompted that, Austin. I honestly don't, okay?
But that's the creativity we're talking about.
That is for everybody listening and watching. That's what we're talking about. Also, for everybody who's listening to us like on a podcast platform right now, where are you? We stream live every Friday night on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. You like this setup right here, guys. It's definitely going to be coming available to everybody. Anybody who wants it. I mean, peep the bottom left of the screen. Check it out. Check out our website. Check out the Facebook page. Do all that fun stuff. Why not? Okay, why not you? People think you're interesting. You don't think you're interesting.
Help us.
Why don't you think you're interesting? We help you figure that out.
Please continue.
Boom.
All right. Good plug, baby. Good plug. So onwards and upwards. Chronologically, that was the first thing that happened. So second, a restaurant opened next door, and I think they kind of scammed me because I went in once, and it's a chicken place, and I ordered a combo, and it came with a sauce. They told me, but then I came in again the other day, and it changed. They said no, it doesn't come with a sauce. What? And I looked on the receipt, and it looked like they striked the complimentary sauce as if I said no sauce, so that they can add extra sauce.
Get that money. That what how much is an extra sauce?
It wasn't a lot.
Got to be like 45 cents or something.
Yeah, like you know how sauces are. But, you know, I remember seeing an article about this Roberto's that was like taking advantage of university kids in like university shopping centers. And they basically just overcharge them because, you know, like, oh, they don't know. But they got ousted in a fucking article. So don't know what happened to them.
Get ousted.
From what I remember, when people gouge you in college, it's a quick, hey, fuck you, okay? I owe so much money in debt, all right? Like, half these kids are in so much student loan debt. Like, they take advantage of them at the beginning of the semester, but then about, every college student, you know, at about month and a half, 2 months in, right? You still have 2.5 months left of school, and you have no dining dollars. And you're like, what the fuck do I eat? You have to eat dining common food. And it's similar to dog food, but for humans.
Okay.
So food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just basic food. No nutrients. You learn a little bit about nutrients once you fucking grow up. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If you're moving around a lot and you don't cook for yourself, no nutrients. Beyond the point. What the fuck are we, a health podcast? Let's move on.
Yeah. What's
all right.
finishes
look, and look, that was actually like me getting potentially scammed. That's only the precursor to the actual story.
Jesus.
Is that okay? So I thought, you know, I'm not gonna say anything to them, but I thought, hey, it'd be funny if I fucking like ousted them on like Yelp or something, just because they just open, and if like, hey, you cross me, like
follow Christian's Yelp account.
So I made an account with a name and a picture that are not mine. Because I'm not putting my name on the things I say there.
Google already, they know who the fuck you are. Just put your name.
Of course. Well, no. I don't want anybody else to know.
What was your name? Barry McCockiner? Mike Hawk?
Amanda Hugginkiss.
No, it was Brishjan Kosh.
Ligama balls.
So the here was the con. First, it was just like, oh, I'm gonna like leave the review with my story and like the picture of my receipt of like what they did. But then I'm like, no, I'm gonna like build a report on the platform and go put real reviews in. And I put a bunch of real reviews in, but then I started making. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, it turns out that probably because this restaurant is so new, they're not even on Yelp.
Whoa!
Damn, or they're just so like.
Start them in the fucking negative. What happens when you just get 1 star off rip? They're like fluke.
Yeah, when they pop in, like I'm gonna snipe their asses, okay? But they crossed me 49 cents. Fuck them. Anyhow,
I'm gonna Yelp snipe you
in Minecraft. But now I've just been having fun leaving like complete joke reviews. Like there was this one place called
read them.
There's one place called Egg Slut. Okay, called Egg Slut. That's the name of the restaurant.
Oh, you're not even kidding. Okay.
So I leave a review saying, you know, I'm a concerned Christian mother, and I changed my profile picture to a woman because we got to fill the part. And I'm a concerned
true actor.
It's advanced. Okay, I said I'm a concerned Christian mother, and I just cannot agree with the name of this establishment. However, I will give 2 stars instead of 1 because the bathrooms were sparkling clean.
And I'm assuming you never even stepped foot in this place?
No, of course not.
I like... Okay. Because at first I'm like, Chris, come on, bro. What the fuck? But then I'm like, this is such a good ploy. I laugh at it at South Park and you do it in real life. And I'm like, I thought I like judged you for a second. And I'm like, Chris, in your satirical comedy. That was a good one.
And I was also looking at our bad reviews for Einstein's.
Can you possibly plug me with one of like, I would like to write a review eventually.
What do you mean?
I just want to write a fake review. That sounds fun.
But you post it. But
yeah, dude.
You sound like you're the expert of creating these accounts.
Tell me the restaurant and what you want in the block of shit you want to say, and I'll put it on there.
Cool.
Just, don't threaten to kill anybody. Nothing.
Nothing
illegal. No harassment.
You know how fucking creepy. I was spitting bars earlier.
You were spitting.
You were just freestyling earlier.
Okay.
Austin? Or you still,
one,
you have your finish.
There's one more. Yeah, there's one more little thing. So today at work, we had a big ass rush, right? And this guy comes in the middle of the rush, and he says, and I'm taking orders. He says, your $7 dozen deal? We give a dozen for $7 on Monday. It's called like the Monday Fresh, some bullshit or other. Eat my ass. I forget what it's called. And it's only on Monday, okay? So this guy says, somebody sent me an email saying that they weren't available. We were out of bagels on Monday, so I'm allowed to come in today to get the deal. Okay, that's his story. Okay, all right.
Wow, real foolproof.
Yes,
this fucking guy.
And he's holding up the fucking like rush to do his little song and dance.
Of course he is.
So, I'm new. I'm like, I don't think we do that shit, but I'm gonna just ask the manager because maybe he's like a regular or some bullshit, and like,
or the manager is the one who said
exactly. And my manager
always good to double check.
Exactly, because like I don't want to like hold this some like regular. And they're like, no, like, and the same managers are there pretty much every day. They know that shit didn't happen. Nobody called them, and they don't. You don't just send email. You don't unprompted send an email. Like this is this guy implying a fucking email chain happened where he emailed us asking if we have the bagels on Monday. We emailed him back, no, but you could come on fucking Friday.
That's like going to like Lee's Liquor and they'd be like, hey, we don't have any liquor today. Sorry.
I'm guilty of this. I've definitely gone to places with expired coupons. And kind of like, yeah, because when it comes to coupon, that font is so small. You get a fucking old cashier. Unless they have the readers near them, you're good. You're golden, right? They can barely see the screen in front of their face.
It's an honest like play, like it's like
it is. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is expired.
And you're responsible, and like all of us are here. And if it didn't work, we'd be like, that's life. This guy, no. I said we can't honor that after like I found out that wasn't a thing. Like nobody said anything to him. Futures. And he got out an AR-15. No, just kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
He was wearing a trench coat. It was bad from the jump.
And he's like, he wouldn't accept. He wanted to just turn his back or pay the fucking however much for the dozen. Okay. He said, I need to talk to a manager. So I got my manager. And she's like the nicest person. She'd never say anything bad to anybody. And
she stabbed him 15 times.
She's telling him like very kindly, like, sorry, can't do that. And she even says, like, oh, if there's an email, show me the email. So he says, well, it's at home on my computer. That's the next step in the argument.
Get the fuck out of here. He has a flip phone?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what a fucking guy, right? Doesn't end there.
Flip phones have fucking email now. Give me a break.
Yeah, they've had for a long time.
Okay, bro. I learned this, and this is just quick little sidebar. I learned that when people get out of prison, there's sometimes like where like they don't even understand technology exists. Shout out to David Kohlmeyer, Problem Solver Podcast. Go check that one out. But there's sometimes where these people have been in fucking prison before TVs fucking existed. They get a fucking they think that Bagel Tuesdays is just something regular, motherfucker. Right? So what if you had one of those guys? What did he look like? He was fresh out?
No, he just looked like some just head ass individual.
Okay, I just thought I would just maybe put it out there.
No, there's a benefit of doubt.
You just called him head ass.
Well, so then he gets mad at my very kind manager, demanding, what's your name? I need to write it down. I'm calling corporate, telling them you were acting nasty to me. Like that's literally what he said. And then he's demanding the number for corporate. Okay. And my manager's like, it's on our website. I don't have to write anything down for you, sir. Okay. Like this guy's being a big shithead. So he gets heated and he has the pen he's like writing stuff down with on a fucking bagel sleeve. His incoherent bullshit. He gets mad. He fucking slams the pen down on the order counter and it like ricochets into my manager kind of. And he storms off. And like, we were in the middle of a rush, so everybody got to see his little fucking baby chimp out. So bro, fuck that guy.
Your manager should have been like, fuck, he shot me! And like fell on the floor.
Soccer players.
Yeah.
Football.
So yeah, thoughts, boys.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, no, thoughts and prayers for people that fucking, like can't grow up like that, and
this was like an older man.
One day they'll figure it out.
He wasn't a child. This was an old man.
I get it.
But
I
it
get
didn't
it, bro.
hinder your week, though, right? It sounds like you had a pretty decent rest of your week.
Oh, it was funny. That shit was entertaining.
No, that adds entertainment. Yeah, the majority of your fucking day is boring. You're just fucking making bagels and fucking passing people along. But then you get those moments. You see fucking dump trucks. You see fucking people making scenes, and that's what I miss about working in that environment. There's a lot of drama.
Yes, there is.
A bunch.
See, I don't like drama. That's why I like the job I have now. I don't deal with nobody.
Mr. Drama, man. You create drama, Austin.
I do.
But like,
what is life but a drama?
But like great drama. Like I feel like ever since I met you, I feel like I'm in an action movie. Huh? Plug for tonight.
Wait a minute. Hold on, boys.
Because we're doing our damn thing, bro.
Doing our damn
thing. And it moves. It moves like that. You know what I mean?
It does move like that.
Just like an action movie. But anyways.
Your week, Austin. What happened, yo?
My week started off like ass because I got my second COVID shot on Monday and it fucked me up like I thought it would. Goddamn. Felt like I had COVID again.
Was it better or worse than the first? How you felt wise?
It's about the same. So Tuesday morning was the day after I got it. I got up Monday afternoon, like 3 p.m. So I wake up and I'm like, okay, work gave me some time off, but I still have clients that I edit for. Okay, I have a big episode I got to finish up. I work on it for about 2 hours. I get a really good chunk in on it, and Vanessa and I were like, oh, we need to go grocery shopping. She's down for she got it 3 hours after I got mine. We're both just dead. I felt like a little groggy. Dayquil, and I was okay. My mom and my sister went with me to grocery shopping. They went to help me. At the end of it, I was achy. I was shaking, like my hurt, and I had to like take a nap. I literally had to lay down and take a nap. After my nap, though, I was pretty okay. And then Wednesday on, pretty fine. But
They typically say to take a nap right after vaccines.
I was fine Monday night. My arm was sore like usual, but Tuesday morning when I
You want to know how to prevent arm soreness?
Punch your other arms?
No. Arm circles right after you get the vaccine. It helps get the blood circulating, and all throughout. A lot of people stay stagnant. Arm circle it. Right? Like that was like the helpful tip that I received. And you look like a dumbass because you're sitting there waiting for people 15 minutes, and you're like fucking. But I was sitting around old people, so I was just like blending. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. You know what I mean?
Mine was at Walmart, but it was funny because it was one lady. Like, you know how they used to have like the ones and well, this was empty. It was just like a lady at a desk. Here's the line. Come up, she shot, and then they were chairs around the edge of the room. So I'm sitting there. This lady comes up with her family. She walks in, and she's like a boy, girl, a dog, like children, and they're probably like 8, 9, maybe a little. Squeeze, man, making me gassy. The lady was trying to be funny, and
that's hilarious. Making me gassy.
I am a vehicle, and the twee is my fuel.
Oh my god.
So the lady sitting there, she was real nice. When given the shots, I think she was like, this lady walks in, getting her shot, and she goes, "What's your son's name?" And it tells her, "Tiago, I'm ready for you. Come get your shot." And the dad's like, "Yeah, go." The kid's like, "Fuck no, man. I ain't fucking doing it." He was like freaking out. It was great. And then like maybe a minute later, he realizes, "Oh, it's a joke. I see you. Funny. You're funny."
But it wasn't. Oh yeah, because a kid can't get a vaccine.
Yeah, I think they just approved it. 6 to 12 or something.
That's so funny though.
Yeah,
good on that dad for fucking playing a practical. Oh, yeah. Those are little things that dads do. Like that kid will never forget that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, remember that one time? COVID vaccine. Funny story.
Gotcha. But yeah. So after that though, I'm starting with a new client as an editor, like a video editor, so it's podcast editing. I showed you guys. I'm not really gonna say what it is yet, just because it's so early on. But I showed you guys what the proof of concept was for it.
Yes.
Seems pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited about that. Just getting to work, dog.
Hey, we all are.
Yeah, we all are. So I'm just saying.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You're in such a grind right now. Like, it's just phenomenal here.
Yeah, because nobody else is for me.
Right?
Hell
so I got to. So, George.
Yes.
Tell us, my man.
All right. We're hustling.
We are hustling.
This week has felt like a real hustling week.
You had like the biggest come up, though. Hustle, though.
I would say this week has definitely been my busiest. So I'm going to go just bam, day by day, right? So Saturday, last Saturday. So this is right after we filmed last week's episode. I immediately went to UFC Fit, filmed the video shoot, had to cut up clips for that. They went on a podcast Tuesday, right? So it was a quick turnaround time. Then I, throughout the week, started engineering podcasts at Sticky Paws Studios. If you haven't followed them by now, I don't know what you're doing. Made a funny ass video this week. I'm sure you guys all saw. I was like showing the new intern around. I kind of like got to like get my actor like vibes. So like, and I always like that. I don't give a fuck what I do really well behind the scenes because I am meant to be here, right?
Right.
Like I feel comfortable here. This right here, it just is natural to me. So I don't know.
You're saying
I love this. And that's why I was so hyped up for this week's episode because I've been watching so many podcasts. I've been engineering so many podcasts. I'm like, I know that I belong.
It's almost like it's almost like when I was in the band, it was like watching like going to other people's shows and then practicing and then being like, fuck it, this is my time now. I saw them do it. I have something to prove now. Almost like that.
100%. 100%. And I'm blessed with an opportunity. And there's some times in life, right, where like you really have to separate yourself, your like, your personal life outside of, I don't know, playing Xbox. Like I used to like, I don't know, my days were filled very boring. Like, I don't know, like but I've been moving lately and I'm exhausted at the end of the day and it feels good. I'm young. I'm supposed to be doing this. And that's why I'm happy. That being said, I had to do another video shoot Wednesday, quick turnaround time Thursday night. So like I shot video, made clips in the span of fucking 12 hours, really. And I think I'm really just trying to prove myself, bro. It's just like a proving myself process. I've done it in sports. And it's time to do it in like real world application.
It feels almost like what I was showing you guys with that proof of concept. This is almost like our proof of concept to ourselves and kind of like to the karma ether Christian may allude to with Abigail.
Absolutely, yeah.
It feels like almost like I want to be here. I need to show myself. I need to show others that I'm meant to be here. That's kind of almost what it's like. Christian's doing it with social media. For everybody who doesn't know, Christian's like the mastermind behind Instagram right now. With us, he's getting us a ton of engagement on there. George is the master of cutting up the TikTok clips, but I feel like you guys are both killing it with clips.
Yeah, I struggled this week a little bit, but
you had
we we just have to start putting things on the calendar. We just have to set aside time.
We have to make a calendar.
If we don't do that, then we'll never. You know what I mean? But beyond that, me and Cameron, I feel like we're killing it right now. Like I never really talk about my fiance. Like I feel like my last 3 episodes, I haven't really talked about you too much, baby, but I love you. And I hope right now, out of all times that you're watching this, because that would just be completely awesome. And if you put something in the YouTube chat to let us know you're here, I'd appreciate it.
It's going to be Nate being like, fuck you or something.
Listen, okay. All right. And then I can address the fucking Nate situation as quickly as I can, right? Nate sent me a message. He followed me immediately after last week's episode where he was, I don't know, threatening me again in the chat. I don't know. So I told him to finally just fucking man up and just DM me, right? And he did. He said, this is Nate, you're forgettable, bro. I don't even remember the fucking messages. I'm gonna be so honest. Like, but I sent you back a GIF, like with like an Asian guy like eating potato chips, and that's how I feel about this situation. Like I'm just sitting here looking at this camera, wishing that you were right there instead of a camera.
He might kiss you. You don't know Nate that well. I know Nate very well.
I know.
Yeah,
Nate,
you haven't got any of the sexual threats yet.
Nate, I'm really.
Well, he did. He said that if
I'm doing this to get pay-per-views, to get pay-per-view views, buys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing that kind of ties in with what I had going on with Cameron this week. We're like really in the groove. We went to the movie theaters. We went to AMC theaters to watch the new Saw movie. So I had a little bit of time on Tuesday night, and it was like best night out of all nights, right? To just like go to the movies. We watched not called Saw. It's called do you remember what it's called?
Spiral from the Book of
Spiral.
Saw.
Spiral, right? Okay, so what I saw was Chris Rock, right?
Oh, I forgot.
Chris Rock is in it?
Yeah.
Chris
He's like a
Rock,
detective,
bro,
right?
is the detective. He is oh my gosh. People are going to murder me in the comments for not knowing the main actor's name. He played the detective originally.
Oh, that was there's
look it up.
one
Okay,
of the
but anyways,
new kids on the block.
So
isn't
the
it?
movie itself, the experience was great. Me and Cameron went to Walmart right before. We timed up the movie time always best, like the best as possible. We skipped all the previews, walked in as soon as the movie was starting, got to sit down, and it's like a love seat. It was amazing, and I loved every single bit of it.
Were they sticky?
They were not sticky.
Not when he arrived. Not when he arrived.
Oh, when you
right. Right.
Not when he arrived, but rather when he came.
No, 100%. But
you got Lonnie over there being like, "What the fuck is he saying?"
yeah, no. Oh, it was Samuel L. Jackson. Wow. Samuel L. Jackson was Chris Rock's father, and he was the main detective. And so, like, this movie has the fucking star power. I'll tell you that. Chris Rock gets a little bit of funny time at the beginning. You got Samuel L. Jackson coming in some clutch shots. But you have an extremely, if you've watched any Saw movie, it is like fucking to a T the most predictable storyline you'll ever fucking see, bro. It's like, obviously, it's not the most obvious person, but this one, it wasn't even like a middle obvious. It was definitely like, oh, who would be the least obvious person? It was that fucking guy.
Okay.
So sorry if I fucking spoil it for you, but you figure it out yourself, okay? It's not that hard. All right, I know we're the Lukewarm Cinema podcast, but I hope the
or the Lukewarm Cinema
the
spoiler.
viewership is a little more hot, okay, than just lukewarm. But anyways, Chris Rock only gets about 10 minutes of funny, and he's great. Oh my gosh, Chris Rock is fucking great. It makes you like, wow, this man needs to be in more movies, and I think he's going to start doing it now that after he got his divorce. He's been doing a little more comedy.
He got divorced.
Yeah, then he came out with a stand-up, and then he comes out with this movie. This movie's gonna, I feel, get people into the theaters because people love that. What do you guys remember the most about like the Saw movies and in general?
I just remember watching them like one day on a whim, and I was like, oh man, because we have them on DVD years ago. I was like, I'm gonna watch this and eat pizza. I was eating the pizza.
Common.
I was like, I don't think I want to eat. Like, it wasn't scary.
That's funny.
It wasn't scary to me. It's just like gory, and I was like, I'm not hungry no more.
I had to look away at a lot of. I will say they killed the gory scene pretty well in this movie.
Oh, they always do. That's what they're known for.
You better, right? That's your entire fucking movie.
But yeah, I remember watching them. But I wasn't really big into them. I wasn't like, I gotta see Saw. I saw Saw.
Yeah.
So
what about you?
Going off, commenting on how you saw the gory scenes and you kind of didn't want to eat the pizza. That reminds me. I remember one time as a kid, I was eating dinner, and I remember it was macaroni. I forget what else, but I decided to turn on the show Scarred.
Oh no!
And I saw like a really gnarly injury. It's like people like riding bikes and riding skateboards and getting injuries.
That was a badass show. I remember it.
And I was eating macaroni, and I saw an injury, and it grossed me out, and I turned it off. I'm like,
yeah,
that's okay.
So what about Saw though?
So what's funny is me and my like kind of movie group, we rewatched the first 3 Saw movies. Or 4. Was it 4? It doesn't matter.
There's like 9 of them at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well,
it's like the Avengers.
But originally as a kid, I watched and this was before like Saw 3D came out. I didn't even fuck with that when it came out a couple years ago. But as a kid, we like rented and binged all the Saw movies, and I'm like, oh, they're so fucking cool. We rewatched the first like 3 and 4. It was 4 we watched, and they were good. 1, 2, 3 were good, and they did cool shit. From my memory, after that, like they kind of devolved and like became really repetitive. So like when I heard they're making a new Saw movie, I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be fucking good.
But it's been some time. Sometimes like with those movies, you get like a decent enough amount of time in between them.
I will tell you, okay, to wrap up, and I mean, there's no spoiling a Saw movie, right? Guys, when I tell you it's to a fucking T, it's to the it's the cutaways and everything. It's just copy, paste, and then just different formats, you know, kind of like Final Destination. We had a whole bunch of fucking thumbtacks around. Clear thumbtacks, never buy them. Buy like bright red thumbtacks so you always see them. Who gives a fuck if they look bad on the wall? But anyways, we almost were just stepping on tacks because they blend in so well. But anyways, Spiral, if I was to like give it a pineapple rating, shout out to the pineapple sign up there. I think it's the first pineapple rating since we've had the sign.
I think so.
So
personal review.
For Spiral, I give it a solid 2.5 pineapples.
Damn, he said that shit fucking garbage.
Yeah, I didn't really like it, bro.
Sounds about right. I mean, I didn't watch it, but that's what I expect.
It's a Saw movie.
They rushed it. It's like they almost let Chris Rock do too much comedy at the beginning, so they like rushed through like a really what could have been a decent storyline, and then at the end it's just like there's a scene at the end where an A-lister gets fucking massacred. So enjoy
the entire movie.
Yeah, well, kind of.
I feel like at the beginning of the movie they were just like, Chris Rock, funny. We got
That's
you.
What they
you
do.
Gotta watch the rest of the fucking.
That's
movie.
what they did. That's 100% what they did, Austin. You fucking nailed it, bro. 100%. But anyways, I know that we have a little tie-in here with this AMC thing because I went to an AMC theater.
Right.
And this ties in with a little bit of.
Because we have some news.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
We got some news, and I think Christian's going to lead us off because it leads in perfectly with what George was talking about. We all got some news stories for you.
Yeah, so one time I shit in the urinal at an AMC theater.
Dear God.
Wait, that's what you meant, right? That story?
No.
And the attendant walked in on me, and
I think Lonnie put up the wrong cue card. Lonnie, 2 more cue cards over. Yes, that one. Okay, continue.
And the attendant just walked in, and my fight or flight kicked in, and I just made hard eye contact.
Back 2 more, Lonnie. I'm sorry. I think I fucked that one up. Okay, all right.
While shitting in the urinal. Okay, this bit is over, guys. All right, no more cue card scrolling. That maybe didn't really happen. My lawyers give me a look. Okay, all right, guys. However, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw the AMC theaters page, which I'm not following them. Why do people follow brands? Yeah, it just appeared, and it was a new trailer for Venom 2. Which first of all, I liked Venom 1 a lot. Venom's like my favorite like Marvel character. He's just this fucking cool like weird motherfucker, and I like the movie. So the trailer was lit. Okay, for anybody who watched the first one, a lot of people complained because they revealed the character Carnage, aka Cletus Cassidy, at the end of the first one, which is Woody Harrelson. Which I like Woody Harrelson. But they made his like character design in the first one at the end credit scene look really funny. Like he had this funny looking red hair. They fixed it in the trailer for Venom 2, Total Carnage. Or is it? No, it's Let There Be Carnage. Total Carnage is like an old like video game. Okay, Lamau. So positive on the trailer. But what's interesting is, it's going to be in AMC theaters, and not exclusively, but B, this movie Venom 2 is going to be released just in theaters. Like with the pandemic, like a lot of movies have been forced to kind of go like kind of a digital route. But like I think we're seeing like some of the mandates lift, and I think we're about to like people are going back to theaters, but there hasn't been that movie that like fucking reels people way back in yet.
Well, I feel like Kong vs. Godzilla did that, right? Because I know a lot of people went to the theater for that, but that was also
it was on HBO Max, man, and I jewed the account from my buddy, so I got to see it for
Crisis? Because we saw Crisis, and that wasn't released.
Guys,
it wasn't a huge.
We were the only one in the theater. It was
talked
great.
about this a little bit. Like fucking, I feel like 2 months ago we were really hitting home. Like I think after Crisis, like they're just bringing out the fucking bottom of the barrel movies that they know aren't going to really produce as hard as some of these blockbuster ones will as soon as everything's lifted. Now, I think we're very close to that in certain places. It'll be interesting to see if movie theaters really take that leap, though, and really, or not. It's not movie theaters; it's these production companies take that leap to release these movies. But no, good on Venom. He's always been one of the scariest looking motherfuckers to me. Like
Yeah.
I think he's one of the most badass character designs that there's been in like a movie in a while.
Yeah, and the
opinion.
VFX was really good. Like Sony Pictures did a good job. So and it's funny because I have a buddy who he bought like $500 of stock in AMC, and the thing about AMC is like people are like, is it going under? Is it not? It went back and forth. They had like a GoFundMe thing that propped them up. Then people bought stock, but then they were gonna like sell everything off. And it's still been up in the air. My buddy, I kept telling him to hold it. He sold it. I don't hold stock,
dude.
so I'm not gonna judge that much. But
Yeah.
like when the trailer dropped, and months ago, I told him, "Watch, there's gonna be like a Marvel movie or something, and everybody's gonna flock back to the theaters, and that fucking stock's gonna go up." But then I saw Venom 2, and I'm like, "Oh, Venom 1 fucking smashed it in the box office. This might be the movie that brings it back." And I shared the picture and I tagged him. Hey, bro, you should have held on to that shit.
100%.
Just roasted his shit.
100%. That's the way that stocks work, bro. You know, it's like we were talking about earlier. It's all fake money. You know what I mean? I feel like
In a way, yeah.
it's like, you know, if you have like a really big stock portfolio, I feel like all our parents have this one story of like, oh, we lost everything when the economy went down. Whoa, fucking like, you know, like everybody, right? Money doesn't fucking matter. You either grind or you don't, and that's the amount of money that you have in your bank account. Boom.
True.
Reasons why do you guys want to hear a couple of reasons why Dave Bautista sucks?
Oh, Dave.
Is this
that seems out of pocket, but yes, absolutely.
Is that our next news story?
Yeah. Dun dun da da. Dave Bautista sucks. Do do do. Okay, but anyways, so Dave Bautista, he was recently on the Ellen show. He was talking to fucking Ellen DeGeneres. I didn't watch the clip, but I was reading an article in which he was talking about how Batista, the man who plays Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy,
also known as Batista in WWE.
Yeah. I mean, how simple of a character name is that?
Ooh, smash.
Yeah.
Batista.
It doesn't get much more simpler than that. But anyways, Batista said he was no longer going to do these movies due to the shirtless scenes. He said that his body image was getting a little too hard to keep up. He's 54 now. And I mean, I can get it. Like, you can overtrain. And there comes a point in time where you're probably like, dude, I'm tired of fucking popping off my shirt at these and just getting money thrown at me. You kind of like, that's what I feel Matthew McConaughey fell into, because he had the same identity crisis when he was getting all these fucking rom-coms. They just wanted him to start humping ladies in movies, and they knew they were guaranteed fucking 50 mil from it. All right.
Can I just say, so he's 54?
He's 54, bro.
John Cena and Dwayne Johnson are 44 and 49.
They're close.
They're close, and The Rock is probably more shredded than anybody in this by far.
Okay, hold on. Shout out to the tweez, baby. That was a tweet comment right there. What a Austin. What the fuck? Of course.
I don't know. George be sitting here looking like Rusev sometimes.
You want me to hop off the tee?
Hop off the tee?
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Well, we won't edit that out, but that was really weird. I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about the twisted tee, and then I was like, people are going to think. Pop off my t-shirt.
Well, you do that anyways. But anyways, I was just saying, though, like, Dave Bautista, shut the fuck up. Like,
no, seriously.
You made your career on being shirtless, and now you're like, I don't want to be shirtless.
You know, that makes me wonder, because he's Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And also he's like VFX to hell, I'm pretty sure, and like costume and makeup.
Yes, but it's Hollywood,
of course. And I'm like, hey, bro, can't they CG that shit? But
you still need a really fit body. Like those
build
guys,
better computers.
Build better. Before you know it, Chris is fucking Dave Bautista. Fucking Chris is Drax.
You found your clip. You wanted to get better at After Effects. There you go. You just got your.
Yeah, I can grow him into Drax. Bam. Perfect. That's awesome.
Giga Chris.
Good little project. That's a good look.
Chris.
Hey, way to think of a project.
There you go.
So, you know, the whole like production of. So I wonder, did he finish like the filming for Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
I thought he said he wasn't gonna be in it, or
No,
like,
he said
it was the last one he was gonna be in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and what that surrounded around was, remember, James Gunn said James Gunn was directing 1 and 2,
They were
and
canceling him.
they canceled him for some like old tweets. He was making some jokes about diddling kids. It was important. no, like he did. Like I'm not gonna like pretend like that didn't happen. But everybody kind of agreed, like, hey, but he made those movies good. We don't care. Like, so Disney brought him back, but before they brought him back, a lot of the actors, including Batista, said, "Yeah, fuck that. Then I don't want to be on the movie." So it's been a wild sequence of events for Batista being one of the guys that was gonna.
Yeah.
Now he's off again. So who knows what's gonna happen with Guardians 3? I haven't checked in on that shit.
He doesn't seem like a guy you want to fuck around with. I'll tell you that much.
Let's hide his his medication. He's 50 what now?
Like 54.
Didn't he yell at people about not wearing masks?
Probably. Are you for not wearing masks?
Yeah, I could have swore he was like super like
soft.
It was something
I'm
like
sorry.
It was like something very progressive.
Democratic. So sorry.
I have nothing against
left
Batista,
leaning.
though.
All right, okay. But anyways, Dave Batista. What the crazy thing is, to wrap this all up, all these fucking Marvel movies typically only go in like sequels of 3. So like typically
Roughly
this
speaking.
is like the end of it, right?
Right.
So it's really not that big of a deal. But he went on Ellen and said it because he's a big old fucking softy. Fuck Batista. I started off with a no Batista rant. Keep doing your movies, bro. He still is. But tell me. If Batista,
and he's kind of almost a fan favorite. Like everybody loves Drax.
He's gonna be like, they're gonna do like a dirty step grandpa or something. He's gonna be like the fucking Robert De Niro, and there's gonna be some like new fucking up and coming kid just to play that other Zac Efron role. Boom, just made a fucking future movie.
Let's do it.
When Batista's ready to pop off his shirt again at
Zabi.
75. Boom.
Zavi's fit.
Yes, because it's step. It's fucking, yes, they don't even look anything alike. Well, they're like a little different looking.
As
so.
Christian said, build better computers.
Boom.
Magic. The magic of technology.
Okay. Austin.
Fake.
Right.
You as well.
Yes.
Have done your little bit of research. Tell me about.
Yeah, I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, everybody's been hearing about how.
You said The Rock, and we were just talking about him.
Boom.
Boom. It's all come full circle. Dave Filoni, who has directed Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the film, and the animated series. These are both animated. The TV series, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars: The Bad Batch, which just came out, and The Mandalorian as well. He's done several of those episodes. Was just named the creative executive director of Lucasfilm, which is huge because that dude knows what the fuck he's doing. We want him to do more of it.
100%. I was a fan.
Yeah,
I was a huge fan of The Mandalorian.
All the stuff here that he's done. Oh, also Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Never watched it.
Oh.
Never watched it either, but I know it's
Great reviews.
huge.
It was really good. I got talked into watching it with my movie group, and it was pretty lit.
So, upon doing further research, though, Lucasfilm said, yeah, he's been creative executive director. I guess it just started coming out finally.
That's
I was
funny.
watching a TikTok earlier today talking about how there's a point in time where you're working at jobs and you get a new position over a certain amount of time. Then when you go up to ask for a promotion, a little psychological trick here, you just ask them for an adjustment of rank and position, like pay and position title. They're like, I just want an adjustment of a position title, as opposed to asking for a promotion.
Or a raise, yeah.
Which a lot of people ask. I just want an adjustment of position title. And this is what that position title is being paid at other locations.
I want to be president of the
Really?
company.
Boom. Very smart. Very smart.
Could you, yeah, Christian, go to your manager and be like, I would like an adjustment to president of Einstein Bagels.
Head of Bagels. Wait, hold on. I just remembered some other ill shit, bro.
Oh, God.
You know the Einstein sign? The fucking. There's like one guy with a mustache. They both have the tweez.
Boom, boom, boom.
One guy has like a monocle and the other has like a mustache. The one guy has a normal head, but the guy on the left has like a giant chin. You ever notice that?
Yes.
Never. I'm going to look up their logo right now.
Go ahead.
Keep
okay.
talking about it.
Look at it. And and I was just like cleaning up, doing that garbage and thinking about the dump truck thing. And I saw the sign and I'm like, bro, why is it that the guy on the left, like his chin looks like it has a tumor?
Yeah, he almost looks
Dude,
like
that dude has fucking jaw cancer.
It's a tumor, bro.
That dude has got.
You know, he reminds me of
what?
the dad from the Wild Thornberrys.
Lonnie, check this shit out.
Smashing.
Look at that fucking chin, bro. Yeah, no. His chin is just abnormally large, and he's got a stash. He looks like he does look a little bit like Wario. No, that's
so yeah, tumor.
Boom. Little fun fact for you.
But about Mr. Filoni? That was his name?
Mr. Felonious. I'm glad.
Felonious.
Didn't know he made cameos. I kind of want to go back and look at him.
I also did not know that he's a fucking furry because it's the #1 thing on here.
Oh,
on
so that's
Google.
not a joke. He really is a furry?
This is on Dave Filoni Conspiracy Theory from aminoapps.com. So
look,
apparently he always has like his persona is a wolf, and he always has like homages to wolves. Franny, I know you're listening to this. Tell me, is Dave Filoni a furry? We need to know. The people need to know.
Does he do the felonious deeds?
oh my gosh. Look, has he been caught in a fursuit? Yes or no?
Ooh.
The fact that it was the first fucking thing that's like you Google that person's name and it's like what most people ask for.
Right.
And if that first thing is Dave Filoni a furry, most likely is a furry.
You asked about a fursuit. Homie can get the best fucking... He could get the Chewbacca suit, dog.
He's on the long con, dude. He got the credentials to work with fucking Disney just so he probably wants to masturbate in the...
Well, he's been with Lucasfilm for a while. He was like, I'm the creative director now. I'm gonna fucking splooge in the Chewbacca, in the costume.
It's like Google Filoni, first thing that comes up, furry. Quentin Tarantino, foot fetish, fucking Jared from Subway Kids, like
it just devolved.
like these weird celebrities and their things,
Last thing that I remember reading about this whole Dave Filoni character was the whole he was really he thought it was a joke when he was asked to work on Star Wars. It was like his dream project. Because I mean, he had done a lot of things beforehand, but like when they finally can you imagine finally working your ass off and then get boom?
Right. Well, he said because he was working on Avatar and guys I think it was from SpongeBob were fucking with him. They're like, "Oh, you like Star Wars?" So he thought that the lady calling him because it was secretary for film or something. Oh yeah, we would like to schedule an interview with you, Mr. Lucas. And he was like, yeah, okay. Thought it was the dude's fucking with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can hear
what a great story. Oh, boom.
Yeah, there's a
shoot me that link.
I will. There's a behind the scenes of the Mandalorian. And it's a round table of all the directors.
Nice.
And it's him and Dave Favreau and all, or not Dave Favreau. I don't remember his first name. Franny's on me, but they're all talking about the episodes they did and the experiences they had. And he was like, "Yeah, I thought it was a fucking joke," and then I almost didn't go.
No,
oh my gosh.
It is it was something that you brought up right there with you said with SpongeBob. Can you say it one more time?
Yeah, like the people working on because it was
Nickelodeon
Studio knew he liked it.
Did he have any hands in the new SpongeBob movie? Because that fucking movie looked
as soon as he went to go work on Star Wars, the Clone Wars, he was like, deuces.
Yeah, I mean, fucking SpongeBob has taken a
well, it's because the creator died and
just like my PC, it just fucking.
I'm for dead.
It's getting nuked right now. Getting nuked off screen.
Yeah, no, my fucking as we are recording, my PC is fucking actually activating a nuclear bomb. Thanks to Chris.
Don't say that. That's satire.
That is.
It's almost
do not have the fucking silo or the means or will to harm.
Right.
It's almost like it's going through chemotherapy right now.
This microphone that I'm using is only $40. Right. Great quality, but that's the kind of materials that we're working with here.
And our cameras that everybody's seeing us from right now are iPhones that we pay for monthly with AT&T.
Who knew you could do something this cool? Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? We knew.
In Minecraft,
Fist
we knew.
bumps. Pew.
I feel like these tweets are hitting different. Did you spike these before?
No, you didn't eat food tonight.
Yes, I did. We had McDonald's
when
we
got home. I forgot.
We got home. We got back. Yeah.
I don't know. Lightweight. Okay, but anyways, new SpongeBob movie sucks, and I think that kind of wraps up movie news. Don't fucking I don't know. I'm not about that. I'm not about that action. So I'm ready to talk about the topic of the night, though.
Right, and that is we're going to talk about why we love action movies, just in general. Because I don't know about you guys, sometimes I like being able to just shut my brain off and be like, ha, explosions.
Absolutely. I mean,
100%.
Except for Die Hard.
Austin, you need to relax, okay? Like, the first testament of the action movie Bible, it's going to talk about Die Hard in that. Okay, all right.
You say the first testament of the Bible?
of the action movie Bible.
Oh, okay.
It's like such a boomer thing to say.
The Bible, bro.
It's an action movie Bible.
But I figured we could just share, we don't have to do like top threes or anything, but just share some of our favorite action films. Like for me, one of them is the new A-Team, or the newer A-Team movie with Bradley Cooper. You got Rampage.
Nice.
The MMA fighter. You got Liam Neeson.
Boom.
And then I don't know the other dude's name.
Sylvester Stallone.
No, that's the Expendables. It's basically the same thing.
Rocco.
Adrian.
Hey, really quick, because I was thinking this before we were doing this episode, and I was like, I'm gonna throw this on you guys. I really quick want to go through a summary of genre definition, because when I was thinking of movies, I was struggling between suspense, thriller, and like what an action movie, right?
Oh, so you're gonna just read it and we have to say what it is?
No, I'm just gonna read it just so we can like understand it. You're right.
Okay.
So a suspense movie. A suspense movie is a story that slowly generates feelings of anxiety, anticipation, and uncertainty in the audience. Common elements are a slower pace, heightened anticipation, and the audience knows more than the main character.
Crisis.
Boom. Suspense movie. That pegs it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. If you know, like, if you guys want to dish examples at the end, phenomenal. Thriller movie. Thriller movie is a fast-paced, gripping, plot-centered story, and usually the protagonist is in danger from the outset. From the outset? What the fuck does that mean?
I'd just say probably from the
like
outcome.
right off the bat.
Right. Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
already being hunted.
Thank you
Right off
for
the
that.
rip.
Okay, these fast-paced stories typically involve major threats in the attempt to prevent something from occurring. Common elements, faster pace, action scenes, plot twists, prominent villain, ticking clock timing. Ticking
time bomb. It's a common story element that helps create a lot of tension in the end.
Okay, thriller. So it's like, boom. All right, last one. Action and adventure is a suspense story in which a mission involving risk and danger forms the primary storyline. Action sequences are frequently featured, especially those involving chases, explosions, and attacks, baby. He said explosions.
All right, so
Jesus
let's go.
Christ.
This is what we're fucking talking about tonight, boys.
Is your MacBook
It's
okay?
it's the Michael Bay. It's beautiful. It's actually amazing that no water got on my MacBook. That's insane. Didn't even really
George
think about it.
rehearsed this like 80. No, just kidding. That was fucking out of pocket.
That was
guys.
just right out. Like I was.
I told you I'd spur you with it. Common elements: a likable hero, unlikable antagonist, physical action, fast-paced violence, and changeable.
Frozen 2.
So I feel like there's an. Well, I mean, it definitely has the adventure aspect, yeah.
Yes.
But like a typical, because like action movies seem to have like a lot of ways to go. Like you have a heist movie that's like action thriller, but then like action adventure. What's that? Indiana Jones.
Right.
That's an action adventure, So you got kind of branching paths, for sure.
Right. So I figured we've all seen action movies, so maybe we can talk about favorite scenes or just like what we really enjoy about them. So for me, I love, like I said, just turning my mind off and being like, damn, bro. Like John Wick. Watching that dude, like, and of course, like, Keanu Reeves really trained how to use firearms and really everything. Homie's just fucking people. That was wild. It was just, I don't know. It was like it's almost like playing a video game, like playing Call of Duty. I don't have to do anything, though.
I completely agree. I think one of my favorites is like intense shooting scenes. Like I like when cameras move very fast paced, and then they'll like do like slow-mo shots where you can like see somebody like running through like fucking like a corridor, super like, it's like super heightened in speed, and then like right as soon as they're about to like engage in somebody, you get the fucking intense slow-mo. And then fucking speeding up after that. Like that shit kind of like gets me rock solid. Like it gets me so engaged
All right.
It reminds me a lot of video games that I've played. So that's one of like my favorite things. And I've never seen the John Wick movies. I know
they're good.
I know. I've heard they're amazing.
I've passed them as well, not because they look bad, just because like I don't know, they look like every action movie. Although I hear outstandingly good things about them, I just haven't watched them. Man, I love Keanu Reeves. He was great in Point Break, which was it was a heist movie, but it's more of an action thriller
with a character arc.
Yes, it does have.
Before we go any further, Nate said Die Hard is less than Rambo.
Is less than Rambo?
Yeah, he put the opening up to Rambo.
That's not that controversial because
I love Rambo.
Rambo's great.
Yes,
Rambo was one of those one of those movies I watched as a kid on Spike TV because Spike TV didn't give a fuck and they were probably stroking Sylvester under the table and they would play Rambo all the fucking time, bro. And I haven't watched it in a long time, but that's one of those most like those badass movies that like kind of make no sense. You know, you get just like these intense waves of people coming at a single guy, and he's just fucking like mowing down all these fucking Viet Cong.
Well, I mean, isn't that the second one? Because the first one he's mowing down like Seattle police or something, like
right.
Washington State police.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound very timely, but no, you're right. And I'll go over it. Rambo is in my top 3 for sure. And I've definitely that was one of the first action movies I saw that made me say, masculine action war movies. Yes. And I saw it. My stepdad introduced those to me. He's like, yeah, and he had all of them on DVD at the time.
Billy, right?
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised he had them all? Dude, Rambo was the best goddamn action movie.
He also had the box set of the Dirty Harry.
Oh, of course he did.
Which those movies were fucking sweet too.
Those are still good movies, but I'm not surprised.
But he showed me First Blood, and I'm like, damn, the movie was cool as fuck. Rambo's just a badass. He's outnumbered, so he's sneaking around and using his guerrilla tactics to fight all these police, and it's really interesting. I haven't seen the movie since I'm a kid, but I looked up a synopsis, and apparently he came back from Vietnam. He comes into the city to see an old comrade of his, but it turns out he died due to complications because of Agent Orange.
Ooh.
Right.
So, and because of the anti-Vietnam War veteran sentiment that was happening in that time, which in hindsight is fucked up because a lot of them were drafted. They were forced to fight. But, culture, right? The cops gave him a hard time, and they ended up starting a fight with him, and because Rambo's from fucking Vietnam, he fought in Vietnam, he wasn't taking it.
He just went into PTSD mode.
So, but I thought that movie was badass, and my stepdad, he bought me a survival knife just like Rambo's.
That's awesome.
And it unscrews, and it has a compass and fishing line in it.
See, I have one of those too, but from Vietnam, it has the stamp on it. And
no fucking way.
Dude, no, I have one too, and then it has a string at the bottom, and then you pull it, and it says, "Yo, Adrian."
That's
from Rocky.
Fucking a woody pull string. That's fucking funny, dude. So Rambo is definitely and Rambo gets around, right? Rambo became a character in fucking Mortal Kombat 11, which might I add is hilarious because you have all these crazy Mortal Kombat characters who in the beginning of the match they enter the screen, one comes out of a fucking portal, the other one fucking jumps out of the sky. Fucking Rambo, some demon motherfucker walks up. Rambo is a fake ghillie bush, and it'll be in somewhere that doesn't even make sense,
a fucking Stonehenge or something.
Yeah, or in a some sort of wasteland of the fake Mortal Kombat world. There's no bushes or trees around.
No, it's just
but he's a bush in the fucking road, and he just stands.
Sounds like a Metal Gear Solid
sounds
box
like Fortnite.
type.
It literally sounds like Fortnite.
Honestly, Rambo probably started my bro, he's all stealthy. That's cool. That probably started that kick for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Rambo just got added to Call of Duty Cold War.
So now everybody is Rambo.
And in Black Ops 1, my favorite gun was the M60, which was partially because Rambo used it, and I saw it as a kid. But they added a special M60 that comes with him in Call of Duty Cold War. And I've just been fucking just blasting motherfuckers.
Boy, do these motherfuckers know how to pander.
Yes, they do. That was
you remember?
The fucking...
You remember Rambo? You love Rambo. M60 yeah. Rambo.
So it was fun. It's I love Rambo. That's my whole thing.
So since you're talking about Rambo and Sylvester Stallone, I feel in the 80s there was almost a a cult like mentality of either Stallone or Schwarzenegger.
Yes,
because it was like if it was an action movie, it was one of those two.
And there was, I think, Van Damme was in
Van Damme, but like the big
to a slightly lesser degree.
Yeah, like he was like a close third for sure.
What about Dolph Lundgren?
He was around Van Damme. Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, he was down, but like
the Dolph.
Like he piggybacked off of Stallone.
Yeah, no, bro. The crazy thing is Stallone doesn't look like any of these other motherfuckers that we're naming. All these other people are actual giants.
Yeah,
Stallone's
like an
fucking
average dude.
5'7".
I'm taller than Stallone.
I will look up how tall Sylvester Stallone is right now for us. But no, I shit you not. He fucking pales in comparison. What do you think all the Rocky shots were shot from fucking underneath, okay? It's because they wanted to make Rocky seem like this fucking gigantor, right? And then look at the way they shoot the fucking it was Dolph Lundgren, wasn't it?
Drago or whatever,
Yeah.
the Russian guy he fights in 4.
I'll break you. Yeah, it was Dolph.
Yeah, it was Dolph, bro.
Yeah.
They shot all his shots from fucking above. It's a classic, like
It's like a Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise is like 4'9" or something.
it's a classic, like, well, typically in film, this is where it's a little bit different, right? But I feel like in the Rocky movies, you have to change it up. Typically in film, if you shoot from a bird's eye view, it is representing of somebody who's like in power, somebody you should be afraid of. That's why you see a lot of clips of Hitler always from the top, because they're portraying that like he is like superior. They shoot from that. If you see a lot of people shoot from the bottom and stuff, you can make somebody look tall too. Like I've seen a lot of Hitler shots, like where they try to make him. Hitler wasn't too much bigger, right? But typically when you shoot from the bottom up, it portrays the opposite.
Okay.
Less power.
But with that
interesting. I like that.
cult mentality, though, we can't forget about like Predator.
Ooh, see, I was considering my top 3, and I'm like, I want to put Predator in there, but it doesn't end up on there.
Predator's in there for me. Just a
Classic Schwarzenegger.
Come on, kill me now. He's just fucking yelling.
Dude, you won't guess how old Sylvester Stallone is.
63.
No.
50 something now?
No.
72.
74.
Damn. How old is Arnold? They gotta be around the same age.
I got you.
I didn't watch the newest Rambo that came out a few years ago.
Well, so Nate's been messaging me. He says he kills off like an entire cartel in that one.
No fucking way.
Yeah. But
Arnold 73.
Oh Jesus, dude.
Same time,
That's
bro.
why I like with that Expendables, it's like the geriatric club. There's just a bunch of old dudes. Remember back in the day.
Look,
You remember
look.
back in the day?
I watched.
We used to kill people, right? Let's do it
watched
again.
Rambo, fucking Commando, Predator,
Oh, Commando.
all these fucking movies, and when Expendables came out, I'm like, that's the coolest thing I've ever fucking heard of.
You went boomer mode because my dad did the same thing.
And I'd still watch it again. I watched the second one, which was less memorable.
But now they got like
but
Ronda
still really
Rousey in there, and she just does her like mean mug face the whole time. I'm badass. I got my shit rocked by Amanda Nunes, but I'm fucking badass.
Amanda Nunez, fucking Holly Holm.
Bring Amanda Nunes in. That's a badass. You
Mm.
want a strong female lead? Bring Amanda Nunes in there.
Bring Caitlyn Jenner in. Like,
Why not?
swipe the fucking floor with all these.
Buckle
fucking
up, buckaroos.
Okay, Sylvester Stallone, 5'10".
Okay, so he's our height.
5'10".
Yeah.
A little shorter than us.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at I believe Arnold's like 6'4".
How old
But it
is,
was-
or how tall is Dolph?
No, dude.
Lonnie, how
Dolph
tall are
has
you?
to be big.
6'5". Jesus. So Lonnie is Dolph.
6'1".
Dolph's only 6'1".
No, Arnold.
Oh, how tall is Dolph?
I got you.
I feel like that'd be like George fighting Lonnie. That's what they made it seem like.
That is true. I think Dolph is tall.
He always looked fucking big. Yeah.
6'5".
6'5".
No, Dolph fucking Lundgren, bro.
Dolph
the fucking
Ziggler.
chin, bro.
Bro, so you guys are the same height, dude. It's equal
Darashan.
fights, equal rights.
Did you guys ever see that video? Oh, hey.
We don't make the rules now.
Yeah, hey. Hey, you're just a fucking hand right now. Nobody hears what you're saying right now. So what
How big
Lonnie
is your
just
hand?
said,
I mean, they'll probably hear him.
what Lonnie just said is that he would suck Dolph Lundgren off to fight Sylvester Stallone in a pay-per-view to make millions of dollars.
Hey. Fuck it.
I knew that would be something you'd
Let us know when you're doing that. Let us know when you're doing that. We'll get you a Next Act shirt.
Oh, we would, bro. Are you kidding me? Our name would be all over that shit. Boom, 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 boom.
Tattoo it, just
bam. Okay.
You guys see that video where it's like, I don't know what function Arnold Schwarzenegger is at. It looks like a gym or something, where like there's like a wrestling match or something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but some guy decides he's gonna run, run and jump kick elderly Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Arnold Schwarzenegger just kind of like moves a little, and the guy like falls to the ground.
Yeah, he kind of gets like nudged like a foot, maybe even that much. And this was like 2 years ago.
And Arnold is like, yeah, I thought somebody tripped over me.
And you see the video from like behind, and this dude like runs up and like just like drop kick on Arnold, and Arnold's security like fucks him up.
Oh,
or
I
something.
remember seeing that. Now I remember.
Yeah, and Arnold was like, "Is it a draft?"
No, dude, that's how you know you're fucking brick shit house. We were talking about brick shit houses earlier. That's just a man who's just fucking built of goddamn bricks.
That man is the brick shit house.
He is it.
Yeah, like they all aspire to be him.
If I had an outhouse, I wouldn't want it made of wood. I would have made of brick.
Wolf can't eat.
No, I mean the wind. To be quite honest.
All right.
Hey, wind is dangerous. Chapped lips.
Chapped lips.
But also, if you live in Tornado Alley and you have bricks, I mean, you're almost guaranteed to die if you live in that.
Yeah, that's just like a shrapnel grenade.
Don't quote me on that. I feel like it's bullshit. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, sure, George. I'll just build my house out of feathers so I'm safe. Fuck you.
Do you guys remember that one movie about tornadoes that fucking came out about like it was called like Alley or some shit?
The only tornado movie I remember is Twister. Best movie ever.
Twister.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
gonna Twister,
yeah. Was Twister had to do anything with Sharknado?
No, this one
was
Sharknado
like be considered.
This one was like a real like suspenseful like drama.
Okay.
It was like Storm Chasers. They were.
That was in 1996. So that was a while ago.
Right.
I was talking about Into the Storm. This came out in 2014, and it was like they were like an on the ground type thing. Was Twister similar in that sense, where it's like a?
It was about two separate teams trying to get like I haven't seen it in years. I believe they're trying to get like the best data. They have this like propane tank or a water heater that has a bunch of like air tags.
That's what the movie's about?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they had that show for a while there, and Discovery did the same shit.
Yeah,
it was called like Tornado. I think
Storm
Chasers.
Yeah, and they probably had named it Dorothy.
Into the Storm, same fucking thing. They were the same.
Tomato potato.
Yeah, it's probably based on.
I typed in tornado movies, and they both popped up immediately. So, same principle. With those are pretty good action movies.
They're like more suspenseful. They're also a Dodge Ram advertisement because everything in there is like a Dodge fucking Ram.
That is true. There needs to be more explosions in tornado movies.
Well, I mean, like
a lot of shit just blows around, and you're just like, oh, it's just windy.
I remember there's like a scene where it like tears apart like a drive-in theater.
Yes.
At like 8:00 at night. So it's just like you just see this ominous just black thing just come in and just
by and far the most expensive shot in the movie.
Yeah, I mean their computers weren't as good then.
That sounds expensive. So pivoting, boom, boom.
Hardcore.
The Dark Knight.
Best Batman movie ever. Don't even fucking at me.
Okay, so it's a little weird because you say that, I'd say that's a superhero movie, George. George, that's a superhero. But superhero movies typically, structurally, are action movies. Okay?
I'm going to butt in. I'm on the Rotten Tomatoes list of top 100 action movies right now.
Oh, I got to get on this.
Fucking superhero movies just litter this fucking list, bro. So yes, continue with your tangent. You are 100% correct.
But Dark Knight, really, did you say a specific one out of the whole?
The Dark Knight.
Just The Dark Knight.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
Best Joker.
And before I didn't know that was linked to what was the one with the penguin that came before it? Batman Forever, I think.
Is it? Is that linked?
Batman Begins.
I don't think that's linked. Is it? They're the same.
No, I thought it wasn't. No, dude. Okay, so there's Dark Knight and then The Dark Knight Rises. There's a movie before it that, like, you know how they made like 80 different like Batmans before that?
Of course.
Apparently, there's one that's linked to The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, there's one.
Pretty sure I had the penguin.
There's one. No. That's the one I think.
Jamie, look it up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jamie looks that up. The Dark Knight's badass, bro.
Heath Ledger.
Batman Begins. That was in 2005 with Liam Neeson.
Okay.
That's not the one with the penguin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that, no. Anything that's not Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, or The Dark Knight Rises, it's not important in the Batman. People are gonna be real fucking
right.
pissed at me
Hey,
for that.
well,
I don't
hold
give
on.
a damn.
As a kid, I had most of the older Batman movies on
I did too.
VHS.
I still do. Either
Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. Oh, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Ah, yes. Ah, Mr. Freeze.
And the Riddler just looked like a total fucking whack job.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it was Jim Carrey. I forgot.
Yeah, Poison Ivy.
Who played Poison
Oh,
Ivy?
I don't remember. I just remember it was bad.
But The Dark Knight, slapping ass movie. Really, really good modern rendition of Batman.
I think what makes that movie for me the most is the technology and the action scenes behind it. His fucking suit was fucking phenomenal. It was so good, bro. They were literally he was scanning the buildings. I don't know if you guys remember that scene where he's like,
Alfredo, I want
Alfred. I can't see him, Alfred. And Alfred's like, the Wi-Fi's down.
The Wi-Fi.
Oh my god.
Alfred, I need it right now. And then he fucking sees everything, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Alfred." And he's fucking like, he uses his suit. His suit's a little too OP. Can I be honest? But
That's what makes him badass.
But that's what makes it super cool. But he's just
he was getting shot at in that movie, so like by people with guns and like explosives.
Gary Oldman's in those ones from Crisis.
Really?
Yeah, he's Commissioner Gordon.
Boom. Yes.
Oh, he was
correct.
he was one of the better commissioners.
He was the only Commissioner Gordon that matters.
Fair
Anything
statement, sir.
from that series is the only one that matters in the Batman universe. I said what I said.
I feel a common theme here also in a lot of these action movies is like this love story. Like a really good ones tie in a little bit of love to it. And I really, out of all the like superhero movies I've ever seen, I am so connected to The Dark Knight in that
The Joker loves Batman.
more than anybody would ever know, Chris.
So I'm looking at this list with you. Why the fuck is Who Framed Roger Rabbit on here?
Okay.
Some of these are. It's a good movie, but and then why is
Space Jam?
Why is Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers number 86?
Okay, Lord of the Rings 2 Towers is a fucking smacking ass movie, but that's fantasy. That's not a fucking action movie.
But it can be action fantasy. I feel like it's like a
It
metal
is,
subgenre.
But if you chose one to precede it, you'd say fantasy, not action.
That is true. But Sicario, that's a good one. But Sicario is like a suspenseful thriller. Have you guys seen Sicario?
No.
Oh, it's a great fucking movie. It's about like the underbelly of like the cartel world and like how the government is like kind of like having these like shadow wars with the cartel.
Oh shit.
Super. It's really good. It almost felt like a little too real for me. Whoa.
I get you.
That one's super. That one's 81.
Okay. Now, here's what also makes a really good action movie: a phenomenal score. And
Dark Knight,
think
yes,
one of the movies that absolutely murdered it at wherever the fuck you in movie awards goes to show you the Lukewarm Cinema podcast. Does I don't know? Would it be the Oscars?
Yeah,
Oscars.
They would.
Oh, look at George. Grammys is music.
I don't know, dude.
Pornhub.
No,
oh wait,
that's the Adult Video Awards. I do know that one.
AVN.
By the way, bro, honestly,
That's here usually.
It is right after CES.
I'm like, I saw the ads for the Oscars this time around. I'm like, damn, bro, who the fuck cares?
Oh,
Like,
dude, they had the worst ratings this year, in history.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing like the bullshit. Like, this is the official opinion about everything. Like, I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Every thank you, like every speech for an award is just. I get it. There's problems in the world that we talked about, but it's not the only thing. Like,
yeah.
we're there to talk about the movies and what like you accomplish. And there are issues. It's like, all right, just cue the music.
You want?
They got to give them time limits.
I wanna give my best rendition of my least favorite speech given at the
All right,
Oscars.
let's zoom in on George then.
Give me like winning the award for whatever.
And the award for best beard goes to George Martin Carmona from Lonnie's Adventures.
Oh my god! Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness, cannot believe this. This is just an amazing award. But if I'm being so honest, this truly belongs to you, Tom. You, Tom Hanks. Castaway. I mean, I don't typically say, but movies touch me in such a way. And when you lost Wilson and your beard was touching your pubes, you can connect them with, if you really wanted to. It was just, this award belongs to you, Tom. And so that's why I don't even feel like I just can't even accept this award, but I'm going to. Good night.
And then they all clap because they're all a bunch of fucking retards.
Oh, yeah, because we talked about this before. What do white people like to do? Fucking golf clap, brother.
Clap.
Yeah, we're so rich.
But I like how you're talking about Tom Hanks and like this is the award in like 2021. And when did Castaway come out? Like the 90s?
Who gives a fuck?
2000.
I don't know. I was like, who had the best beard ever? And I was like, definitely Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get like all political.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you had like a skit planned, but you actually just like improv'd off of his beard thing.
Yeah,
it was still accurate though.
Good job, because it made no fucking sense, and that's what those speeches are, man.
Yes. Thank you.
Unrelated, totally unrelated.
I feel like a lot of these are just shoot in. So I'm still looking at this list. Like Isle of Dogs, it's a good movie. Vanessa and I've been watching it. It's a Disney film. It's animated. It's like stop motion. I don't consider that to be. I feel like everything is just like if it has action in it, it's an action film.
Oh yeah, because that was like a stop. That was a stop motion by he's like a really renowned director.
I just know it was in Japanese.
He was like the dude who does the Studio Ghibli, I think.
Oh,
Studio Ghibli stuff.
Like the Lego Movie. Why the and then like just above that is the Hurt Locker. Like, why are the Hurt Locker and the Lego Movie in the same list? Moana.
Because, bro.
The Jungle Book.
Because like you're adding in, because this is adding in adventure, and then you get all those kid movies when you add in adventure in this fucking film.
But I guess because it is top 100 action and adventure.
I want to see explosions in action movies.
Like
best explosion you guys have ever seen.
Best explosion?
9.
1-1 Reno 911. That one episode.
Glad I didn't have to say it.
Yes, I got you.
Oh, dear God, Christian, come on now.
Have you guys seen that TikTok of the 80-year-old eating Pop Rocks? And he's like, whoa, like an explosion in my mouth. It's like 9/11. He just says it off the cuff, bro.
No. I've not seen
TikTok hasn't taken it down, so I'm allowed to say it.
That's funny as fuck.
They govern what is allowed in the world.
So Zootopia. Sorry, I'm naming off ones I don't think belong.
I'm gonna be frustrated all day at their dumbass list.
Coco. Coco's a great movie. Why the fuck is it in the action list?
It's in the top 10, bro.
It's number 8. It's the number 1.
Wait, is it one of those automated lists that bumps up and down?
It's number of reviews, so maybe.
Correct.
See, that's bullshit.
It's by rate. Number 1 is Black Panther. I'll give it that. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. Number 3, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Superhero movie.
Number 4, Mad Max Fury Road. So it's kind of like
old. You want to go like I can hit an old school movie that we can all like hammer home, like because I was talking about score earlier and I never finished off.
Yeah, because
what I was going to say
you never will till Hans Zimmer dies and then somebody else has to torch on best film scores.
Did he do Mad Max Fury Road?
No, I don't think he might have. I don't know
because Mad Max Fury Road has by far the best score that I've ever heard in any movie, and I know people like say The Dark Knight and people say like some of these Star Wars films. But like I'm telling you, the fucking score in Mad Max, it won. It swept the award category. That's how like prominent it was. But I highly recommend that. But then I was gonna also hit another old school movie and hit you with Jaws.
Ooh,
one of the most iconic scores of all time.
Everybody, fucking
Steven Spielberg's real big start. I actually just had to do a test on him. Like he was a part of my test for school last during the week.
Iconic moment is when frickin' at all the UNLV games they start off every basketball game by doing the frickin' Tark the Shark because our old coach was named Jerry Tarkanian and they called him Tark the Shark. So before the jump ball, everyone in the fucking arena would be doing this. And you get this is why I love sports, bro. It's because like there's a huge crowd interaction, so it's similar to like movies in the sense like where you go to a movie theater and everyone reacts to something. You have 20,000 people fucking tarking the sharking, right? All towards the court, like being on the court. It's like an intense moment. You know what I mean? Very cult-esque in a way.
Real quick, Mad Max Fury Road, Tom Holkenborg.
Oh.
Poser.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, Mad Max Fury Road was a modern action movie that I was very impressed by.
I haven't seen it. Is it good? I've seen the original Mad Max trilogy.
So,
Got a tinkle.
okay,
Keep going.
Go ahead, buddy. We'll fill you in. Okay. Don't die. Look both ways.
Don't kick down the cameras.
Piss on the floor, baby.
So, as you were saying, Christian.
So, look, I'm not gonna lie. The story was kind of dog shit because, well, overall, the whole thing was like all the action is based on like driving action. So, like,
Right.
So, like, I forget. Did they have guns in that one at all? They have guns in Fury Road. Did you watch Mad Max?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
They had like spikes coming out of their fucking cars, and like it was like a wasteland like cars. But basically, they had to make an excuse to where the whole movie they're having fights while driving. So, like,
right. Well, like in Mad Max 2, the resource in question is oil, is fuel.
yes, and in Fury Road, it's water.
Ah,
It's like a wasteland. So they're like, we got to travel to the city where there's all these slaves, but they have water, and we got to take over the city so we have water. And then whatever happened in the plot, they get all the way there, then they have some excuse where they have to drive all the way back.
What?
So they fight all the way there, and they fight all the way back. However, the action is so fucking the driving action is so fucking sick that and the score is bad. It's just like metal and shit, and it's awesome.
Junkie XL, I guess, is the artist.
It's so worth it. The explosions, the fucking dust kicking, the fucking like this guy gets his head fucking like chainsawed or some crazy shit.
Chainsawed?
Yeah, Mad Max Fury Road when like they get to the head car and the guy gets like a fucking chainsaw to the face. That and such creative design. Like there's this one. It's almost like a caravan of like the evil fuckers' cars, and like one of the fucking things is like a almost like a wasteland parade stand, and some ghoul mutant looking motherfucker with some gimp like armor shit on, with like a fucking like
what did I walk into?
with like a double-sided fucking guitar, and as he plays, like it makes pyrotechnics like fire off and shit, and like the dust is kicking up. I'm talking about Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, yes. Okay, I was like, gimp suits kind of is what I was talking about earlier.
The action was
With the
sick in that,
store.
right?
Oh my god, bro.
See, I haven't seen it, so he's filling me in.
It's so fucking raw. There's such a human, like, it's like, what would happen, truthfully, if we lost all technology in the world, and then, like, your sole resource is, like, fucking water and oil. Like, you make it really that basic, and you go back to those times, but, like, you also...
We all have shit boxes, too, now.
Yeah, everybody's Honda is a commodity.
Bro, Rick and Morty also play a joke on Mad Max at some point in time. Like, they go into this one world where, like, they have this one thing called the Thunderdome, and it's where like they go to
Mad
kill
Max
people.
Thunderdome, which is the third one.
Boom! I see. I only watched Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, you got to watch the original trilogy. Of
I
Mel
do.
Gibson. Number two
I
is
saw
really
the
good.
original with the Thunderdome, and two man enter, one man.
Yeah,
leaves.
2 man anti, 1 man leave, and they have
It's classic.
They have a Master Blaster.
And wasn't who was the musician in that? Diana Ross,
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. I'm racist. They're both black. That's messed up. But I still knew the factoid. Okay, she was like the queen.
Yeah, she was like the mayor. But yeah, the number 2 Fury Road reminds me of Mad Max 2, like the second one. It's almost like the exact same plot. It's like raider caravan with cars. They're like, we just want the oil. Right. If you just give us the oil, we'll leave. We just want the
America.
oil.
Literally, bro. I would say one of the last movies that I kind of want to touch on, because like it's crazy. You look at these lists and it's like you've seen thousands of movies in your life, but so many of them fall by the wayside because our brains are filled with other things. I could have went with a lot of things. I keep it.
Keep it to the imagination.
Keep it to the imagination, right? So this movie, I definitely watched a lot when I was a kid. My mom showed me this movie. I think it was like her ploy to try to push me to be an astronaut. This is Apollo 13, bro.
I feel like that's not even an action movie. I feel like that's just a suspense thriller.
I get you. I get you on that. But, I mean, it's on the fucking list, so I'm fucking rolling with it.
Wait, was that the spooky one?
No, that was Apollo 13 is the one with Tom Hanks.
Correct.
I didn't watch Apollo 13.
It's basically just like them getting stuck and having to find a way back. It's very like suspenseful. That's why I was like, action. There's like no, like, there's no fight scenes. There's no.
No, but it's definitely because I think the thing that we have to think about with some of these action films is like if you're on the edge of your seat, look when we were listing off all those definitions, right? It can all become so blended.
It can.
And like I think that's a thing that, a lot of these great movies do. They play into multiple genres. And you can't just like limit yourself. Because some of these movies do. Like, would you guys consider Fast and Furious
an action
movie?
Yeah, in the same fact that
Mad Max is action.
Let me tell you something. I didn't see fucking Fast and Furious anywhere on this fucking top list.
But you know what? The bridge on the River Kwai, that's like a fucking melodrama.
Command F.
That has the original Obi-Wan Kenobi in it. It's like a melodrama of like, yeah. No, not Ewan McGregor.
Oh, original as in from the first movies.
Alec Guinness.
Okay.
Did not make the list. None of them.
I feel like the niche wears off fast for Fast and the Furious.
Coming out with another one.
Bet it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, bro. You watch the trailer and you're just like,
WALL-E is number fucking 50.
WALL-E's a great movie.
It's a great and I'm not saying these movies are bad. I just don't
Pixar. There's a lot of Pixar movies on there too.
Coco, Up.
Elastigirl is just a fucking total dumpy dump truck.
Boom.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, not Part 1.
Not an
Part
action.
2. No.
Well, okay, those are pretty action filled, like in their own way, but they like Lord of the Rings. You're gonna say like that's like a fantasy.
Okay, I could see that. Like if we're gonna call Lord of the Rings, calling a spade, as our Lord and Savior Wubby would say. We'll do the same for Harry Potter, but like Up, get that shit off there. Zootopia, get that off of there. Incredibles 2, get that off of there.
So the notable, with action movies, I'm very like, I guess, basic, you could say, because one of my top 3 is Rambo. Another one of my top 3 is Terminator 2.
Oh, that's so, I think I might have found one of my other ones.
Terminator and don't get hold on, wait, no, I have to give like the power ranking. Only of the original trilogy, because after that it doesn't fucking matter. I didn't see the new one though. I want to know if it's good.
It's apparent. I've heard that 3 is terrible. Like I've seen 3. Everybody says 3 is terrible, but the new one is like really good.
I want Dark Fate is what it's called. That one looks like it could be interesting. But
this is the end. Is it a fucking? Where do comedy movies play into this? We're comedy fans, and like, there's so many comedy movies.
Is Shaun of the Dead a horror movie? I say no. It's not.
Yeah, I could see
Scary
that.
Movies?
Like Tropic Thunder.
Scary movie. Fuck ton of explosions.
Yeah,
Scary Movie 4.
Oh, I haven't seen Scary Movie 4.
There's fucking iPod drones or like all like iPod.
Oh yeah, it's War of the Worlds is what.
Yeah, exactly. War of the Worlds. But yeah, fucking shooting things with lasers, pew, pew, explosions. I feel like explosion. If you have a minimum of 5 explosions, you're an action movie.
Okay, I'm gonna say the wrong thing now. What if it's a 9/11 documentary?
That's an action movie.
Come on, dude.
That's of course I feel a lot of documentaries.
We want to get monetized. Versus like, guess what? I don't want to get monetized.
Let's talk about Bob Lazar so we can put it in the tag.
It's in more than 20 years, dude. 9/11's. You can say whatever you want now.
That's like saying anything about the Holocaust, dude. I was
it's
70 years ago.
No, it's not, because the Jews win the Victim Olympics. 6 million happened,
and they fucking got to occupy a whole bunch of Israel. That's all.
All right, but I hope you enjoyed
that one. I'm not gonna get into. That's a little hot on the heels.
That's not hot on the heels. That's true facts. They got to after that.
I'm not saying that's offensive.
They had a whole bunch of refugees, so everyone's informed out there, and everyone's like not just like fucking. Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure everybody's informed by now.
No. People are informed in like the wrong sense, I feel, and all I'm saying is that after the Holocaust, there was a whole bunch of Jewish people, Jewish refugees displaced, and they located in Israel, and the people that were living in Israel like, hey,
and the villains went to Argentina.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
The villains went to Argentina. That's fucking funny.
Operation.
Right, we're getting way too up. So
okay, well, hold on, wait. Okay, I want to do my wait. Hold on. I want to talk about Terminator again. Okay, I just want to give you my power ranking of the first 3 movies, because it was the only one that kind of matter. 2 is the best one. Number 1 is the next best one. It's awesome because it's the original. It has the iconic lines. I'll be back. Blah blah blah. And
I shall return at a later date.
And then number 3, honestly, like it's not as bad as people say, but like damn, you just may as well watch number 2. Number 3 is like
Right. I appreciate that. Those are always helpful. Bam, clip that, because like people will fucking spend all their time like, let's rewatch the fucking trilogy, right? Let's just skip to the good ones.
Exactly.
And we're here to help you do that, right? That's our job.
And
yeah, we're the experts.
Don't watch any of those fucking Batman with fucking Bane, right? Dark Knight. Just rewatch it 1,000 times.
Yeah, just rewatch The Dark Knight because it has Hans Zimmer in it.
1,000 times.
It's the best one.
Mad Max Fury Road 1,000 times.
All right, guys, time for the talk. Is Die Hard really an action movie?
Yeah, that is actually an action movie. I will say it's an action movie. It's not a goddamn Christmas movie.
I know.
I think all the Die Hard movies.
That's in my top 3. I think is the first Die Hard.
I've heard it's. So I haven't seen it in forever. So I remember very little of it. But I remember everybody saying it's like top tier action movie.
Yeah, it does everything it's supposed to.
2 hours long. I've never seen the original Die Hard, so
yeah, that was
talk a whole bunch of shit about it, but I don't give. Like, I've never seen it, so
I'd recommend watching the first one. Like,
bro,
you really don't have to watch any of the others.
the fucking guys. Can I show you something real quick? Let me show you this fucking movie poster. Tell me this doesn't look like the fucking Twin Towers going. This was 1990.
I already know the picture you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's very.
This is very popular, I feel.
Dude, we were talking just the other day. Fucking Super Mario Brothers movie depicts 9/11.
That's
what the fuck is this?
That's like almost too.
So do they do this in the movie?
Yeah, because there's terrorists and they're holding a bunch of hostages and they want to ransom.
Osama bin Laden's favorite movie.
You know what? Which other one makes a reference is Johnny Bravo.
Stops them. Yeah, the poster in Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Also predicts 9/11. Some Simpsons ass fucking shit, bro.
That's why I think this world is just a video game sometimes.
Not a video game, just a simulation. We're in The Sims right now.
Yeah, and you can puzzle things together a little bit if you look ahead. Watch Family Guy. Just watch Family Guy. Apparently, Seth MacFarlane's from a different planet. You guys didn't know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, everyone thinks Family Guy predicts everything. So, like...
No, Simpsons.
Simpsons, my bad. Family Guy also. I think so.
People
always do this shit.
There is that one
Simpsons, you are correct. There's
the Family Guy one, though, from like 10 years ago.
Right.
And like they go, what about you, Stewie? And Stewie just ran, Bruce Jenner's a woman. Like before the whole transition and everything.
That's
some
true.
Insider dirt there from Seth.
And it was like it wasn't even like they were talking about Bruce Jenner at the moment. Stewie just says it.
You know, it's always funny to me that Seth MacFarlane is a really liberal guy, and not even like the type that I'm like, oh, cringe. Like he's a funny and like well-humored guy. And but like, man, if you watch all of Family Guy, let me tell you about one of the like most not liberal jokes he made on Family Guy. It's at the end of the movie, and Mort Goldman, he runs the pharmacy. He like looks at the camera at the end of the episode and says, "Oh, thank goodness I wasn't robbed." And then he looks at the camera and says, "Now how can I help you 3 black gentlemen today?"
Whoa.
That was a joke in fucking Family Guy.
I mean, that's not too crazy for Family. I feel like,
but it happens.
It's implying like, oh, black people rob things. Fucking, he got Seth MacFarlane out here writing this fucking joke.
Well, he has other writers. Somebody else might have written that. Been like, funny.
You're telling me he doesn't have the final say so?
Oh yeah, he does. But that's what I'm saying. Somebody else probably wrote it, and he goes, funny.
Yeah, he clears that shit. I wonder how fast they do. If you're producing a lot of episodes, I'm sure your thought process.
I think it's a weekly basis.
Good.
That's true. Good. They might have to be rushing some of those out. I'll give that benefit of doubt.
Are there laughs in this? Yes. All right. Cool. Let's go.
Well, that's how you stay the most up into like modern humor. You know what I mean? Sometimes those what I heard one time is like these writers will write jokes that were funny a month and a half ago, but then the show comes out and everyone's like, funny as it would have been. Like fucking when it first was happening. South Park, same exact thing.
Yeah, I feel like South Park is like they're the ones that start the joke trend.
Yep.
They'll be like religion. We already did that 45 years ago. We weren't even a show yet, but we were already clowning it.
Because they almost try to predict. South Park's so big brain that they're like, we're not just gonna like satirize something. We're gonna make some like crazy branching narrative about all the weird shit we think is.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Those 3 shows alone are just, they're pretty crazy. But action movies, y'all. I feel like we did a good deep dive on why we like them and how some of these movies are not fucking action movies.
I will say, I think it's almost time. We've had people reach out to us talking about reviewing their movies. Okay, if you're watching this and you want us to review your movie, shoot us your link and stuff. I think we should do that for a future episode, just so we can bring back the pineapple rating. I mean, brought the light here, so. But I have appreciated covering. We've covered reality TV. We've covered every fucking accuracy.
Yeah,
we've done a great job these past couple of weeks without any just movies to watch. Basic movie reviews.
Right, and I feel like maybe a later date. I think we do need to maybe get back to some content to watch. But maybe in the future we can dive on the horror genre.
Monday night. Boys down.
What happens on Monday night? What are we doing? Huh?
Let's watch a movie. Discord it.
Oh yeah, we could try to do that. Yeah,
I love Discording movies. I'm like I've done a million times, guys.
Let's do it. Okay. All right. Well, can we put you in charge?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. Bam.
I'll bring the popcorn. Mail it to me?
Well, yeah. No, if you don't make popcorn, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'll make popcorn.
Broke. When evil popcorn.
I'll give you a little bag of popcorn.
He drops off. He comes over to my house. He's like, "Here you go. It's a single kernel pop dish.
Don't eat it all in one bite.
Make it last the whole movie." All right.
I think this is a good. We're almost 2 hours deep on this one, so you know where to find us: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Lukewarm Cinema Podcast. Let us know what you think. LukewarmCinemaPodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, everybody, Jinkui.
Jinkui.
Jinkui.